workshop. Today we're going to make a drill press. Now I've been corrected by quite a few of you. The American terminology and other countries as well as Australia. The terminology for this is a drill press. In England, where I originated from, this is called a pillar drill. So there you go. So it's one of the two. You'll also notice that it's a little lower than what it was. It was too high for me, so I really wanted it here, so I cut some off the tube. 125, which is about 5 inches. Cut 5 inches off, and which is brought it down to a really workable level for me. What I'm going to do is build a drill press table with fence, adjustable fence. So here we go. I marked out this piece of MDF, which we're going to cut up the middle. We're going to use 1/2 of this for the main bed. So draw a center line, and hopefully it's in the center of the table as well, which it is. So now we'll clamp it, just to keep it there so I can mark underneath the exact position of where the retaining bolts are going to go. So we've adjust the bed now, height to the bottom of the drill to the maximum travel of this, and it leaves me about 2 millimeters, so I don't want to drill all the way through. Now, these are a very good little invention. They're like a threaded, threaded nut, I suppose, with an external real coarse thread on it as well. And for MDF and plyboard, these are wonderful things. We'll screw them in. They go in fairly easy anyway. And I'm using these as retaining bolts, so these will go up through from the bottom with washers. And you have a thread into your material. Now I'm going to cut the material to make the fence. Where the slots are going to be to adjust the fence. I'll put the 50mm in. We need to actually measure the center line, which is 150. So we really don't want it to come much further. We don't want the fence to slide much farther forward than the actual center, where the drill comes through, because there's no point. So we'll make that our maximum. Obviously, it's not going to go back further than the actual rear of this. There's no real need to do that. What we're actually using for a clamping mechanism, let me get them out, are these. They're Allen head screw bolts, which are going to come up through from the underside and screw into the base of the fence. It's the method I prefer to use. It's all very handy having knobs here or at the bottom, but I just prefer to use this sort of method. Okay, the next thing I want to do, now I bought these two little stainless steel 6-inch or 150mm rules. Now what I want to do is I want to inlay them into this table base plate, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark out the exact position where I want these, and I'm going to, I don't think I've got a router bit that's the same size, this a little bit larger I think, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. I just want to make a recess with the router, which is I think less than a millimetre. It's actually 0.5 of a millimetre, read that. So shouldn't be too difficult to do. Incidentally, it's inches on the other side, but I actually prefer to work in metric. So. Okay, so I've squared the fence up, so I know this is exactly square in all directions actually. So the next thing I need to do now is I mark the center here, and I'm going to put slightly larger thread captive nuts, I suppose you'd call them, captive threaded nuts, I'm not sure. So what I've done is I've marked the depth that I need to go, which in this case is 22mm, slightly deeper than what this is. So I want it recessed in, so it doesn't interfere with the fence at all. And I've set the depth of cut, which is in the right position. So, and what I've actually done too, I've swung the bed round, so most of the material is over the bed, and I don't have to try and balance it to try and cut it. So here we go. Now it's the simple task of screwing it in. We'll hopefully it's simple. It should square itself up in a minute. There we go. There we go. Perfect job. Right, so now we're going to do a little bit of assembly. So what I've done is I've squared the original bed up with the drill press. So what I've done, I've put a drill in there, and I've made sure there was equal spacing either side, and I've locked it up there, so I know that's square to the actual drill mechanism. So the next thing is I've marked the center of this, and I'm going to position this in the center. There we go. So, okay, so now it's time to put the fence on. One thing you will notice, I haven't cut the back end of the those short rules off. Main reason is the type of bonding agent that I used takes about 12 hours to go off really solid, and if I get the angle grinder on that and try and cut it off now, might come unstuck on that end, so I'll just leave it until it goes off rock hard, snip it off and then grind it down. So now the last piece to go on is the fence, and what I've done with this, again I've got little blocks to act as spacers, and it's just a simple matter of let me see, screwing them in. So here we are, and I know now that fence is exactly square, and there we go. Just a matter of, I'll just keep an Allen key here handy for this. And that's it. Job done. One drill press table with adjustable fence. So I hope you've liked this short demonstration of making this, and if you have, please subscribe and press like, and also bottom corner down there, little red box, that will take you to my YouTube channel, where there's nearly 100 videos with all sorts of different stuff in, like CNC routers, wood turning, some projects like this, and of course you're welcome to join me. So bye for now.